today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Washington Commanders taking on Justin Fields and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this one caught by Beasley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Russell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. A look there at how Davis did a week ago. 16 carries, 52 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Rams sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home.
And he's he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. From the 50, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now a give, right side. Russell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Perkins, toss left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. It's Russell. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Olave over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They ended up throwing it for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Fields. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The first down carry for Davis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Washington on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On first down, Lawrence. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Lawrence on third down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Rams getting set to go now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's Davis to run again on second. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Davis, he'll try to run for it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st down, Russell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Russell. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pass interference, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bradley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw is Fields. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bradley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle to Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Davis running right, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for him, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack. So
now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead. And now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On 2nd down now, it's Russell. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
To try again after the sack. Fields, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Russell.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll run on 1st down. Russell.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Russell.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. L.A. readies for its next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Again, Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Fields. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down now, it's Russell, and he'll be taken down at the 18.
Now Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Complete to number 31. It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
On first down, Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On first down, it's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Throwing on first down. Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Russell.
116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Russell.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.